It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the BUCS, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First try on offense for the BUCS and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
Brady now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Working with a 2nd and 3. A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 2. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Right when he pitched that to him, it looked like he had a good numbers advantage on the outside. He did, and it turned into a nice game.
Allowed his vision to take over, too, because he was able to pick when he put his foot in the ground and took off upfield because he actually had options. Could he go now, wait another second? It really didn't matter, but he chose the exact right time and turned it into a big-time run.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A give to Elliott running left. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Prescott now. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Make it work for him.
Fournette, a first down carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. Pressure comes and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
After review of the play, rolling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Working with his 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Brady again. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19. Brady going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup there. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Brady to throw again. On the screen, Bernard. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott to throw it. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Leonard Fournette and the rest of the BUCS offense set to take over once more. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Play action, now it's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette.
Come on, fellas.
So that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's a give to Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand-checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Stay with your man.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run. Wait, 28. Pick me up. Here we go.
To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point try now for Succop. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give is to Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. Now he's forced out left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right, and it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On second and goal, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All day, baby, all day.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady. Finding room to the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll drop this off for Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Brady again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Here's Brady to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando, there standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, my God.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Not much there, only a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 40-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They begin with a run by Fournette. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, back to Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Succop will put this one right through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Now Pollard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here, complete.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, Brady. And break, the tight end's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Brady now to throw. To Evans on the slant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 41, Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the BUCS. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Brady now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The BUCS on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Succop's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Suckup now, set to kick it off following the made field goal. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, Elliott powers past him at midfield, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, shrugs him off, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the BUCS 16.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Alabama, 380. He's not going to get me. Mike's 50.
On play action, now Brady. And brought in by Brady. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gold bandit! Hey, gold bandit!
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
I can hear you!
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Elliott, toss right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. Brady and the BUCS now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Brady toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fournette, a first down carry. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Wait, 10, wait, 20! Sugar! 72, gold 50, check it. Hey, when he hit!
Again, it's Fournette. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Leonard Fournette. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Suckup will put this one right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by a field goal, 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. To throw, Prescott. Finding Washington. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Dak. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's do this.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield. but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joe Tryon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One last shot now for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the BUCS 21. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.